Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you my top 15 picks for the best games on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 that you can play forever. These are games that just keep giving you reasons to come back, whether it's through endless content, amazing replay value, or just pure fun that never gets old. Let's get started. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma combines farming simulation with action RPG elements in a seamless way that keeps you busy for hundreds of hours. You play as a guardian, protecting the land of Azuma from mysterious disasters called calamities. The story follows your journey to discover the source of these disasters while building relationships with the townspeople. The game lets you grow crops, raise monsters as pets, craft weapons and items, explore dungeons filled with enemies, and even get married and start a family. The farming mechanics work on real-time cycles, so your crops grow even when you're not playing. Combat happens in real time as you swing swords, cast magic, and use your monster companions to fight alongside you. The dungeon layouts change each time you enter, giving you new challenges and loot to discover. You can spend entire days just fishing, cooking new recipes, or decorating your farm. Astral Chain is an action game where you control both a police officer and a chained supernatural creature called a legion at the same time. The story takes place in a future city called the Ark, where humanity fights against invading creatures from another dimension. You're part of a special police unit called Neuron that uses captured creatures as weapons. The combat system requires you to move your character while also positioning your legion to attack enemies, creating combos and solving puzzles. You can switch between 5 different legion types, each with unique abilities. One shoots projectiles, another moves fast for quick attacks, and one can even heal you. Between missions, you investigate crime scenes by looking for clues and talking to witnesses. The game includes ranking systems for each mission based on your performance, encouraging you to replay levels to get better scores. Photo mode lets you capture cool action shots, and there are tons of collectibles hidden throughout each area. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the ultimate racing game that never gets old, especially when playing with friends and family. The game includes all the content from the original Mario Kart 8, plus new characters, tracks, and battle modes. You race through colorful tracks that defy gravity, driving on walls and ceilings thanks to anti-gravity technology. The item system keeps races unpredictable. You might get a speed boost mushroom when you're behind, or a powerful shell to knock out the leader. With 48 racing tracks total, including classics from previous Mario Kart games, there's incredible variety. The battle mode brings back balloon battles and adds new games like Coin Runners and Bomb Blast in dedicated arenas. Online play lets you race against people worldwide or join tournaments. Time trial mode challenges you to set the fastest possible times on each track, and you can race against ghost data from other players. The game supports up to 4 players locally and runs at 60 frames per second. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name by including every fighter from previous Smash games, plus many new ones, totaling over 80 characters. The basic story involves different Nintendo universes colliding, letting characters like Mario, Link, and Pikachu fight each other in epic battles. Combat is easy to learn but incredibly deep. You can button mash and have fun, or spend years mastering advanced techniques and combos. Each fighter has their own moveset set based on their home series, so playing as different characters feels completely unique. World of Light Adventure Mode has you rescue other fighters who've been turned into puppet spirits by a mysterious force. Classic Mode gives each character their own themed single-player campaign. Online play includes both casual and competitive modes, plus you can create custom rules for battles. Stage Builder lets you design your own fighting arenas and share them online. With regular balance updates and new fighters still being added, the game constantly evolves to keep the community engaged. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a massive Japanese RPG that easily provides 100+ hours of gameplay in a story about two nations locked in endless war. You control 6 main characters who discover they can work together despite being from opposing sides, uncovering dark secrets about their world. The real-time combat system lets you auto-attack while choosing when to use special moves called arts, building up to powerful chain attacks with your whole party. Characters can change classes to learn new abilities, and you can customize each party member's role as attacker, healer, or tank. The world is absolutely huge, filled with side quests that develop the characters and reveal more about the story. Exploration is rewarded with rare materials, hidden areas, and powerful enemies that provide great challenges. The colony system lets you help different settlements, which unlocks new classes and items. Even after finishing the main story, there are post-game quests, super boss battles, and New Game Plus mode that carries over your progress. Stardew Valley is the perfect farming simulation that hooks you with its simple but addictive loop of growing crops, raising animals, and building relationships. You inherit your grandfather's old farm in Pelican Town and work to restore it while getting to know the local community. The story unfolds through seasonal events and personal relationships, with mysteries about the town's past revealed over time. Each day you decide how to spend your energy, watering crops, mining for resources, fishing in different locations, or talking to townspeople. The seasonal system means different crops grow at different times, and the town changes throughout the year with festivals and events. You can focus on making money through farming or spend time in the mines fighting monsters for rare materials. The relationship system lets you befriend and eventually marry eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. Community center bundles give you long-term goals that require collecting specific items. The game never pressures you to rush, letting you play at your own pace and focus on whatever activities you enjoy most. Animal Crossing New Horizons gives you a deserted island to transform into your dream home over months and years of daily play. Tom Nook invites you to join his island getaway package where you start with just a tent and basic tools. There's no real story. Instead, you create your own daily routine of activities. The game runs on real time, so if it's morning in real life, it's morning on your island. You collect materials to craft furniture and tools, catch bugs and fish to donate to the museum or sell for money, and gradually upgrade your home. The island designer tools let you terraform your island by moving rivers, cliffs, and placing paths wherever you want. Villagers with different personalities move to your island, and you build friendships by talking to them daily and giving gifts. Seasonal events throughout the year add special activities and items. Online play lets you visit friends' islands to trade items and see their designs. The game encourages creativity with custom designs for clothing and decorations. No Man's Sky on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 is the kind of game you can keep playing forever because of how massive and open it is. At its core, it's a space exploration game where you travel between planets, gather resources, build bases, trade, fight, and discover new worlds that are all procedurally generated, meaning no two are the same. On the original Switch, the game was scaled down visually, but still gave you the freedom to explore and build, while the new Switch 2 version improves everything. Higher resolution, smoother performance, and way more detail on planets and in space. It also adds new features like becoming the overseer of settlements, managing communities, and expanded building options, all on top of full multiplayer and cross-save support. With an endless universe to discover, constantly evolving updates like the Beacon expansion, and the freedom to play your own way, combat, exploration, trading, or just building, No Man's Sky is a game you'll never run out of things to do in. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet are games you can keep playing endlessly because they combine open-world exploration with the classic Pokémon formula of catching, battling, and training creatures. On the original Switch, the games had performance issues, but the Switch 2 update makes a huge difference. Frame rates are much smoother, often running at 60 frames per second, and the resolution is sharper so the world feels more alive. Pokémon now spawn more frequently across the map, making exploration and shiny hunting even more engaging. You're free to tackle gyms and story paths in any order, giving the adventure a flexible pace that's easy to replay. Even after finishing the main story, there's endless fun in building different teams, trading, breeding, and jumping into online raids or battles with friends. While some visual rough edges remain, the Switch 2 version feels like a big upgrade, and with so many Pokémon to find and strategies to try, these games can keep you busy for hundreds of hours without ever running out of things to do. Donkey Kong Bananza on Nintendo Switch 2 is a game you can play endlessly thanks to its expansive world, inventive mechanics, and engaging co-op gameplay. In this adventure, Donkey Kong teams up with Pauline to explore a vast underground world, smashing through obstacles and uncovering hidden paths. The game features destructible environments, allowing players to tear through terrain to discover secrets and create new routes. Pauline's musical abilities add a unique twist, enabling transformations that grant Donkey Kong new powers, such as sprinting across water in zebra form. The cooperative mode lets two players team up, with one controlling Donkey Kong and the other guiding Pauline, combining their strengths to overcome challenges. With a variety of environments to explore, collectibles to find, and challenges to complete, Donkey Kong Bananza offers a rich and replayable experience that keeps players coming back for more. Its acclaim as a standout title for the Switch 2 further underscores its enduring appeal. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is a life simulation RPG where you can literally live multiple fantasy lives in one massive world. You play as a character who discovers they can manipulate time, getting caught up in a mystery involving a girl who's been stealing time from the world itself. The game lets you choose from dozens of different jobs called lives. You can be a blacksmith crafting weapons, a miner digging for rare materials, a cook preparing meals, or a warrior fighting monsters. Each life has its own skill tree and storylines that can take dozens of hours to complete. The world is filled with NPCs who give you quests ranging from simple fetch missions to complex multi-part adventures. You can switch between lives anytime and progress in one life life often helps with others. Materials you mine can be used for crafting, and food you cook gives buffs for combat. The day-night cycle and seasonal changes affect what you can do, with certain fish only appearing at night or specific materials available in different seasons. Online multiplayer lets you visit friends' worlds and work together on big projects. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch 2 is a game you can play endlessly thanks to its massive open world, flexible gameplay, and technical enhancements. You explore Hyrule freely, climbing mountains, gliding across valleys, and discovering hidden shrines and puzzles in almost any order. Combat is versatile, allowing the use of swords, bows, elemental interactions, and creative environmental tricks to defeat enemies. The Switch 2 edition improves the experience with smoother frame rates, higher resolution in both handheld and docked modes, and vibrant visuals that make exploration even more immersive. The Zelda Notes feature adds optional daily rewards, helping with weapon repairs and giving new ways to interact with the game's systems. Even after completing the main story, there's endless fun in discovering secrets, experimenting with combat strategies, and completing side quests. Breath of the Wild remains a game you can return to for hundreds of hours without ever feeling like you've seen everything, keeping the world fresh and engaging. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 brings the full game plus the Phantom Liberty expansion in one package, making it a massive RPG you can keep playing endlessly. Set in Night City, a dense futuristic world, you play as V and can customize skills, weapons, and playstyle to approach missions in different ways, through stealth, hacking, dialogue choices, or full-on combat. The Switch 2 version runs smoother than expected, with docked mode reaching around 1080p and performance mode aiming for 40 FPS, while handheld sits closer to 720p with steadier play. Visuals are scaled back compared to high-end PCs or PS5, but it still captures the atmosphere well, and it supports cross-progression so you can carry your save across platforms. Motion controls, touchscreen menus, and gyro aiming add flexibility too. With branching quests, multiple endings, and countless ways to replay using new builds and choices, Cyberpunk 2077 offers near limitless replay value on the Switch 2. Fire! Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2 is a racing game you can keep playing endlessly thanks to its mix of traditional kart racing and new open-world features. You race across familiar and new tracks using karts, bikes, boats, and even snowmobiles, collecting items and using power-ups to get ahead. The Switch 2 adds dynamic weather, day-night cycles, and improved graphics and frame rates, making races smoother and more immersive than before. You can explore courses off the main track, grind rails, and perform wall jumps, giving freedom beyond standard racing lines. With up to 24 racers per race, online multiplayer, local battles, and modes like Grand Prix or Knockout Tour, every race feels different. There's always a reason to try new vehicles, master techniques, or hunt for secrets in the open world areas. The combination of exploration, chaotic racing, and endless multiplayer options makes Mario Kart World a game you can return to again and again without ever getting bored. Hollow Knight Silksong on Nintendo Switch 2 is a game you can play endlessly thanks to its vast, interconnected world and deep, challenging combat. You play as Hornet, exploring a mysterious kingdom full of hidden paths, enemies, and secrets. The platforming is precise and fluid, and you can unlock new abilities and upgrades that let you tackle areas in different ways. Boss battles are tough but fair, rewarding skill and strategy, and there are multiple optional challenges that keep the gameplay fresh. On Switch 2, the game runs smoothly, with options for high frame rates and enhanced resolution, making combat and exploration feel responsive and immersive. The world is packed with collectibles, hidden lore, and side paths, encouraging exploration at your own pace. Even after finishing the main story, replaying to uncover every secret, master every boss, or experiment with different strategies provides virtually limitless gameplay, making Silksong a game you can return to again and again without losing its challenge or charm. And there you have it, my top 15 games you can play endlessly on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Each of these games offers incredible value with hundreds of hours of content that keeps you coming back for more. Which of these games sounds most interesting to you? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this helped you discover your next gaming obsession. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.